Does your child have a bit of fluid behind the eardrums? Well, what does that mean? Let me tell you. Here's a cross-section of our auditory system. We all know our ear, and that sound comes down the ear canal, and at the end of the ear canal is our eardrum. Now, either side of our eardrum should be air, and it should be the same pressure. We get fresh air in behind the eardrum through this tube that runs into the back of our nose and throat, and that's called the eustachian tube. It's just a muscular tube that we flex the muscles to open it up, and when we open it up or pop our ears, fresh air comes back in here to equalize the pressure. But in a child's head, that tube's often very bent and the muscle control's not there. So this air-filled space will be blocked off for some time. Over time, the mucus that lines that space starts to absorb the air and pull the eardrum back tight. And the sound that the child's hearing sounds a bit dull and muffled. When that mucus gets irritated, it will produce a watery fluid, and the hearing will drop further. And if that fluid gets any infection or virus in there, then the hearing will drop a long way. When your child has fluid behind the eardrums, there's two ways for it to come out. It can either open up the eustachian tube and drain out naturally, or come out through the eardrum, either with a traumatic perforation or with an ear, nose and throat specialist putting in a grommet. A grommet's just a small plastic tube that goes through the eardrum, lasts 3 to 6 months in most cases, and allows fresh air in there, fluid drains out, and the hearing's restored to normal. Even though fluid behind the eardrums is really common, it can have pretty significant impacts on your child's hearing. So if you're concerned about your child's hearing and you've been told it's just a bit of fluid, come on in and we can check how they're hearing.